Hey everyone, thanks for joining me in today's episode of Super Smooth's Test It, Fix It, and Run It, where I take one of my locomotives that's been sitting around and I test it, and if necessary, fix it, and I'll definitely run it. So let's see what today's locomotive is. Alrighty everybody, today I think I've got what is a really nice treat for a lot of you, and especially if you're like me and you like these Baldwin Sharknoses. I love them. In fact, Baldwin's one of the companies that I continually look to that had pretty interesting designs, and I wish they would have kind of made it. This is a Roco. It's a Roco, sorry. And a lot of times Roco, they did sell actual locomotives under their name, but they also sold them under ER models. So we shall see, what we have here. It's pretty simply designed Pennsylvania. And I think this is supposed to be their locomotive black, which sometimes looks kind of dark green, something like that, but definitely looks kind of black here. If we look, I don't think this has gotten a hideous amount of use. It's gotten some, though, but not a terrible amount. Yeah, definitely it looks like it's got some love. It looks like it actually has just been displayed more. Pull the shell off here and see what we can see. This is a really tight shell. Let's see if I can get this off of here. Maybe I can kind of sidewalk it. There we go. Look at that motor. Goodness gracious. Thing looks like it could run an O scale something, or even maybe a G scale something with this nice big chunk flywheel. How do you like that? It's really nice. Has a pretty nicely thought out board here. I think it's relatively heavy. Would be very easy to convert to DCC. This wouldn't really be any problem whatsoever. Let's plop her down on the track and see what we get out of it. Well, it's certainly got good low speed characteristics because of that big flywheel and just the big can motor that's on there. It's really nice. And if you DCC'd this, the DCC controller would take care of this very nicely. So really interesting piece. I've never seen these from Roco, and I guess it might be ER models. That's what I'm thinking. Very nice, very smooth. It's going to be hard not to like that. So there we go. Yeah, I think this will make a pretty good runner. And from what I can tell, what I'm listening to, there's really nothing I have to do to this right now. I could put a little bit of lubrication in there, that's for sure, but I just don't think it's really going to matter at this time for what it's worth. So let's get the shell back on there. It's a really stout shell. Let's see if I can get this position a little bit better, and we'll see how it runs with the shell. It doesn't look like the shell's going to cause any kind of interference, so I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much, but let's just be sure. And mostly what I hear is gear noise. So if I wanted to go ahead and pull the trucks apart and get some of the super smooth grease in there, that would calm that down a little bit, but it's just not a high priority for me right now. It's running very well. But how about this? We've got a B unit on top of that. Always trying to please my audience, and I think this thing actually has it's a funky coupler. It's a really funky coupler. This B unit's heavy, so it appears that it is powered also. And I think, those decals, it's so sparsely decorated. Part of me wonders if it's a custom job, but if I sort of look at it, it doesn't look like that's a decal, so I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and put this on the track and see if we can get lucky twice in a row. Okay, it was a little bit sticky, and I got a little bit more aggressive than I probably should have with it, but it looked like the mechanism should hold up. I wonder if I put these two things together, well, I guess I should have made sure yeah, it should be fine. Let's put these two things together and see how these look. Ew. Okay, kind of what I thought. The rear one is a little stickier, and the A unit starts pulling a little bit earlier than the B unit. But I think if I just run these, the B unit will catch back up and it'll break in. And I can always go back in there and lubricate it. That'll probably help. But there's no real reason for me to perfect this right now. Big thing is just to get these things running. And these are definitely running. So I don't, just not a whole lot for me to do here, at least today on camera. I'm just not too worried about it. So I think we have got a nice running set here, but we're actually not done. I just like the Sharknoses. I like the way they look together. Really like that pair. I've got another video of my New York Central set where I actually have 4 powered units. And again, this one doesn't look like it was run very much, but how about this? Got another one, another A unit, but this one's not quite as interesting because it is a dummy. So I certainly don't have to try to get this one running, but I think these are gonna look great together on the track. It's definitely a dummy. It's very light, and it's got a KD on what will be the back of it since it can run it in reverse. And I think, does it have that quirky coupler? And again, it doesn't look like it's been run a ton. Looks like it's been displayed more than it's been run, really. So very nice set. I love these. It's too bad that they kind of went the way of the Dodo, and it has that funky coupler in the back. So just not quite sure if Roco had their own coupler design or something like that. But there you go. I'll run this for you, and I really appreciate you tuning in. Try to make these short and sweet if I can, and this one certainly counts. So thanks a bunch. I will see you later. Happy model rareting. Take care, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.